Been cleaning out some boxes of comics and found a nice little stack of Now Comics Green Hornet series, Volume 1 and 2. This is probably about. I got more than this, but I was like, I'm going to do a little video. I'm going to try out streaming and all this shit on here. So let's get going. We got Green Hornet story. Real simple. I knew the name of the character. I don't know how. I think it might have been I was watching like Fat Albert and Cosby Kids with an older cousin, and they mentioned how the Brown Hornet on there was like a parody of the Green Hornet. Then I first saw him on the 66 Batman show, the two episode where him and Kato fought Batman and Robin. Then I got lucky. One of the local channels picked up the Green Hornet rights and was showing it like Saturday mornings, I think it was, or Sunday mornings. So I watched it then. Thing was, at that time frame, this comic was probably coming out. I'm pretty sure. I'll check the. These were $1.75, and they're just on regular. I mean, to me, I never noticed the difference in the quality of the paper back then. It was either color, black and white, slit paper, or this kind of paper. So I didn't pick them up. Then scooch ahead to 2008. The summer 2008. My dad's younger sister, my aunt, passed away. Went down for a funeral. I was going to be a pallbearer, so I was sitting up in the front pew waiting for everything to get started with my cousin John, John's either 10 or 13 years older than me. I never can remember. I think it's 10. And we're talking, and I said something about how, job I had, I'm working nights, and I'm reading a lot. He goes, well, man, I got a pile of comics. And John had bought a shit pile of Green Hornets, which none of them are in this stack. I don't know where those issues are, but he had like a lot of the miniseries. So I got me in the Green Hornet series. I mean, slowly but surely over the years, out of cheap bins and stuff like that, piecing together a run. Because as of last time I looked, none of these got like, I think maybe the first issue in decent shape might be a $10 comic. None of them are huge dollar comics. It's just a lot of people didn't order them. And a lot of times they've been sitting in the cheap bins for years, so they're a little beat up. I just want reader copies. But look at that. I love this cover. Now, who was on this? I'm going to see the year. Okay, this was 1989. Who was on this at the time? Ron Fortier is the writer, and Jeff Butler's the pencils. David Mallory's the inks. Jeff Starling did the cover. And this is where I remember reading an article talking about how they introduced a female Kato, and the prop rights holders hated it and made them take her away. She becomes something, she's like the red something. And this is supposed to be not the one from the TV show, but the one afterwards. The Little Monsters comic. I got a couple issues of that. I got an issue or two of that Speed Racer stuff. Excuse me, I got a little cold here. And back then now had Speed Racer, Racer X, Terminator, Green Hornet, Ralph Snart, Fright Night, Slimer, and Real Ghostbusters. Ralph Snart's about the only thing they ain't licensed, and I think that might be actually. Terminator Burn Up. I actually just got that trade. There's Terminator. The What Now cape, which I don't know anything about. Okay. Tiger Handheld Ninja Gaiden. Put that up there. This is issue 6. So the next issue, these are not in perfect shape. They got a little loose endage, but look at these gorgeous painted covers. And it was a monthly title back then. Same creative team it looks like. Dave Dorman does that cover. I should have got that. Nice paper. And they look good. I do know one person who sat down and bought the entire thing and read something. I mean, it's really good. He goes, it's one of those where, you might, if you don't feel like waiting, some of the later issues are a little bit harder to find. You might end up paying a little bit for, but the rest of them are fairly cheap. This is I'm guessing this might be Bill Sienkiewicz on this cover. That's a gorgeous cover, though. Look at that. Never you know what movie's out of the way. Issue 7. So these are, I'm kind of a little run here. See, Bill Sienkiewicz on the cover. There's the female Kato. And Green Hornet's thing was, the cops thought he was a criminal, thought he was like a mob boss, and he used that to go undercover and take out the mobsters. There's a radio thing. I think there was a movie serial, movie which wasn't that great. There was a TV show which, as of not too long, Icon's channel was rerunning it on the weekends. I don't think there were anymore. Honestly, outside of, I've listened to radio show. Radio show's cool. The TV show's where I love this. The kissing door from the show. And this comic. Now, there is, Dynamite got the property and did some stuff with it. Did a lot of pulp stuff. I really don't know. I've read an issue here and there, and it looks okay. And there is, like, some stuff based on some stuff Kevin Smith wrote, because he was writing a script, but he made fun of his script, so that's a cool cover. Or a cool image there for Friday. Friday Night was a great comic. That's the thing with now. They didn't really have any. Close thing they had a superhero be Green Hornet. Because, I mean, look, well, I don't know what Alias is. Speed Racer, that's, proper. Alias, I don't know. Married Children, of course, that's a TV show. Ralph Snart comedy, Fright Night horror, Slimer comedy, Real Ghostbusters kind of comedy horror. They really didn't have, they, and look at that nice tinge in it. They were, just doing the stuff that the other companies run. This is issue 12 from the original run. Yeah. And I don't know how long the original run went. I think the second one didn't go long. Now, this one we got Ron Fortier doing the story, Todd Smith doing the pencils, David Mallory on the inks, Holly Sanfilippo, Kelly Kinski, and Suzanne DeChinnik doing the painted colors, Jay Allen doing letters. And it does not say... Oh, Doug Talala is doing the cover art. I like that cover art. It was a cool... Look at that bonk ad. I love those ads. It was just a really cool comic that I would have picked up back then, but in '89, $1.75. Man, I'm wanting to say '89. Marvel stuff was mostly 75 cents. Still, DC is probably about the same. Maybe $1. And the thing about it was, that's not a newsstand edition, if you notice, there's no UPC, is that the Now stuff got newsstand distribution and went to the comic shops, but if I was in a comic shop, I was looking for stuff I couldn't get off the newsstand. And like I said, this price. Whereas now I'm getting them out of the dollar bin, paying $1. Sometimes maybe $2. I got a few I ordered off like eBay, paid a couple bucks for. And I don't know why nobody has ever put out like a Stranko print. Has not put out like a collection of this. I don't know what the holdup is there. Yeah, it says published monthly. The Culture Brain Contest. This issue 13. Okay, this is, what was that, 12? Excuse me, yes. This is issue 13. Forever Green. Now we got a completely new creative team here, and this is a direct market. Because we got Dave Darriggio is the story. Dave Darriggio and Diane M. Pyron is the script. Todd Smith with the pencils. Dave Mallory is the inks. Joseph Allen letters. Covered by Gail Himbach. So, new writer. Art looks good. And I notice there's a lot of ads you don't see in comics anymore because, I don't know. Ooh, Mirror Walker. Written by Marv Wolfman. And I'll admit, a good chunk of these ones you're seeing here I've not read yet. Some of them I have. Some of them this is the second or third time I bought them. Because I'm bad about not keeping my list on my tablet or whatever I take with me to the comic shop update. So sometimes I'll buy like this cover. I'll see the cover. Like, oh, shit. Even if I already had it, if it was cheap, I'd buy it. And this is volume 2, issue 4. This is a $1.95. And what time frame are we in by this? 92. We got Chuck Dixon and Diane M. Pyron doing the writing. Todd Smith pencil. Dave Mallory ankles. The Now staffers the colors. P. Williams and J. Allen letters. Joan M. Weiss is editor. Tony Caputo is the editor in chief, and Eddie Newell's on the cover. That cover is nice. Like the Kato miniseries, that's a good. They did a lot of one shots and stuff. Like there's one miniseries that's written by the guy that played the Green Hornet on the old TV show. And see, even by this time, look what they're doing. They got Green Hornet, Real Ghostbusters, Twilight Zone, Tales of the Green Hornet, Married with Children. They only have 5 comics you can subscribe to. But that was their thing, They were like, whereas Dark Horse was getting known for doing Alien and Predator and all this stuff, they did more mainstream appeal, I guess you could say. Married with Children was a pretty big show. I don't know how well the comics sold. I've never read anybody else that collects them besides me. Speed Racer, Ghostbusters, this is all big stuff. Green Hornet was probably their smallest licensed property, really. And they had Terminator before, Dark Horse did. I got a few issues of that. Out of print. I got the Dark Horse version of that. Look at that. Tales of the Green Hornet. That's a gorgeous cover. Show us that back here. Neil Adams cover. They do a lot. They get really good covers. And then this one's probably in the worst shape, but I like this cover. It's orange with the green there. This is issue 19 of the volume 2. Ron Fortier is the writer. Patrick Zricher is the penciler. Dave Mallory's the inker. Andrea Albers letterers. Suzanne DeChinnik and Holly Sanfilippo is the colors. Joan Weiss editor. Tony Caputo. Covers is Zurich, Mallory, and DeChinnik. And look at it. Green Hornet Solitary Century. Paul Reeves spent enough time running and hiding out. It's time to strike back. 3 issue miniseries. I'll say a lot of miniseries. That Green Hornet is just one of those things where I had 12 months of Green Hornet, Tails of Green Hornet, Sting of the Green Hornet, Green Hornet Hot Solitary Sentry, Gato, Green Hornet Dark Tomorrow, Green Hornet Legacy Special, Black Beauty. I know the Dark Tomorrow came out. That's set in the future. I have that, and that's where like Kato's the good guy, Green Hornet's the bad guy. Ralph Snart. They actually own that. I just saw that in the DC there. Trying to sell some more of that trade because Alexander Ross. Okay, this is 90 what? I haven't got the year. This has got to be before he becomes known. See Kelly like you've never seen it before. The Kelly Bundy miniseries. Got Kelly Goes to College might be it. I'm guessing because I have that. A good chunk of that. Universal Soldier. What's the other ones? Twilight Zone. See, they would just go wild with this stuff. They had a fucking Mr. T comic for a while. Remember? Just do these backwards and I'll. Hope whoever got a chance to watch this enjoyed it. And if you're watching this, you got any of these Green Hornet Volume 1 or 2 issues that are not in this stack and want to get rid of, and reader copies. I don't need mint shit. Like this, you can tell they've been read, they've been, well loved. Get in touch with me on here, and if I need them, we can work out a deal. I'll work out a deal with you, because I don't mind, I understand, $2-3 an issue sometimes. I don't mind paying that, but I'll end it on that image right there. Matter of fact, can we zoom? It won't. Oh, it does. Look at that. Just end it on that.